Welcome back to the McMahon Group, everyone. As you all know, this Sunday is Mother's Day, and we're all thinking of different ways to celebrate with our mom, who may be with us here in Arizona or elsewhere in the country or in the world, or may not be here. Some of us may love our mothers, and some of us may just not really care for her too much. And how do we get through that, and how do we treat them with respect? Joining me this morning is Anna Prasa. Anna is the owner and grief counselor for AZ Center for Loss and Grief, and she's going to help get us through this special day on Sunday. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, I'm joking because I know stories of some of my friends just adore their mothers. They're best friends, can't live without their moms. And then I know people that, some men and women, who probably have not talked to their mothers for years.
For years, right.
What's the difference in the combination of why the chemistry of just such a strong bond and then the just hitting of the heads?
I think it's just personality. Not everybody's going to click. And just because it's your biological mother doesn't mean that it's going to be your best friend. No. Everybody has a different personality. And some women are just not made to be mothers either.
Some of my friends whose mothers are very maybe aloof, it seems like the ones that don't get along are the ones that are so similar. That is it kind of like, okay, we're just two peas in a pod and that's why we don't click?
Or they're so opposite that they have absolutely nothing in common. I know this one woman, older woman, that her and her daughter have nothing to talk about.
Nothing in common.
Exactly. But then there are some mothers and daughters, you can't separate them. And many times, like my daughter, we're just so much alike, we finish each other's sentences, and we're best friends. And so there's really no rhyme or reason to it. And also, I think, as children, as we're growing up, we don't understand the challenges maybe some of our mothers are having. And if we have siblings, and some siblings are needing more attention than others, we might feel slighted and we don't understand. We might take it personally when it really wasn't our problem and we didn't understand it as children. So we grow up with that feeling that our mothers really didn't care for us when that might not be the
right, and then we're trying to all of a sudden, because we're analyzing it and we're breaking it down, we build it up again, and at the point, all of a sudden, we're so far out in right field when it could be, no, it's not you at all, it's me.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How do you celebrate Mother's Day, possibly with a mother that may not be very nurturing?
Well, I think it's our life that we need to see what we did get from our mothers. You know, we all want the June Cleaver type of mother, that she was always there with the cookies and the milk and listening to our day and really caring for us. But sometimes if we weren't sheltered and we weren't cared for, we had to develop a strength, an independence, a fight that maybe the kind little nurturing mother didn't give that. So instead of resenting our mothers that didn't give us that nurturing,
the Joan Cleaver,
right?
Yeah, the warm cookies when we came home from school,
right?
Yeah.
We need to glean what we did get from them, and see, well, what was our challenges and what did we overcome? I think there's a time where we have to stop blaming our mothers for not being the mother that we wanted. But what we can do is know the type of treatment we wanted to have, and maybe give that to our children, or give it to somebody else that we can nurture and we can love, because as we love and as we nurture others, we love and nurture ourselves as well.
I see. And with that mother who was not nurturing too, it's like you could kind of reflect and go, but look at how much more independent I am, like you said, and my strengths. And I know some of my girlfriends too who wanted desperately to have that relationship with their mother, and then they didn't. All of a sudden they're like, but I'm not going to be that mother. I'm going to just go in the opposite direction and show my kids the love and all the things that I hoped for when I was growing up.
Exactly. And that alone right there is healing.
Really?
It's empowering, because we give ourselves what we didn't get. And then as we give it to others, like I said, we experience it ourselves. And so we get it double. And we kind of can break that chain, because how do we know? Maybe our mother's mother wasn't nurturing to her. Maybe she just doesn't know. I'm not necessarily leaving them all off the hook either, you know. But we, as adults, we have to look at, okay, what do we have? And yeah, sometimes we regret the missed moments. Well, if my mother was more nurturing to me, then maybe I would have been a doctor, maybe I would have been an attorney, maybe my life would have been different, maybe I wouldn't have all these
It's
struggles.
all the perceptions of what we hope would be the reality. Yeah.
But we don't know. Those are the big what ifs. And if we continue to live our lives in the past and with the what ifs, we will never see a future for ourselves, and we will become bitter and become angry, and it's no way to live.
Yeah.
We need to see what we have in our lives and go forward to it. And there's ways of healing families. Let's just say, if I worked with this one family once, who the old grandmother, Native American Indian, the old grandmother was dying, and all the women in the family were around her, and they were crying. I thought I needed to do something different.
Yeah.
So I just started saying, "Tell me about her life." That's what we can do, is talk about somebody's life, our mother's life, their grandmother's lives. And then they started laughing. And I said, okay, what traditions are you going to carry on that she had?
So it's more of a celebration of life versus
Exactly.
the mourning.
And
of
that's
the
what I
death.
would like to look at Mother's Day. Yes, it's about us and it's about our relationship with our mother. But also, I like to look at it as Mother Earth, the one who gives life, Mother Nature. And so, regardless if our mothers were good or not, they gave us life.
Yeah.
And what is so bad about that?
Yeah,
And
nothing. We're here because of them.
We're here, and it's up to us what we want to do with it.
What about those people out there who their mothers are no longer here? What can we do to celebrate their lives?
One thing is talk about them. You know, they have one association, one group, and they have different chapters in different cities. It's Mothers with Motherless Daughters Day, and it was established in 1996, and that was for girls, young girls who lost their mothers. But I would like to see something for sons too, because sons need their mothers as well. It's not just about the girls, it's about the men. And that's where I think the sons get their female identity from as well. And they're needing to be nurtured. They're needing that feminine principle within their lives too.
Well, and I think the son will always be the baby to the mom. I mean, my husband's 53, and his mother is in town from Detroit yesterday, and he will always be little Mikey, 3 years old, running around, just like your son's calling you, and he's 28 from California, saying,
Right.
I have a fever, what do I do?
Right. Oh, I broke up with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel so sad when I
Yeah, oh gosh. Anna, thank you so much.
thank
and thank you
you.
for all your tips and advice. We appreciate it. Happy Mother's Day
And
to
same
you.
to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, we'll be right back after this.
No llores más, mi niña, niña, niña.